Welcome back everyone to my Let's Play of The Legend of Zelda. We last left off, Jasmijn had just entered level 7. It's a pretty large dungeon, but the enemies are pretty easy, so especially compared to the wizards that we had to deal with in level 6. So we're also going to be getting our next bomb bag upgrade, so luckily we got some enemies here that will drop some rupees, so we got one of those master bats, made the other ones disappear. Yeah, Goliaths are going to be the main type of enemy in this dungeon, so not too hard, so especially the orange ones because they only take one hit, so this dungeon is also kind of known for having a lot of the old boss monsters as mini bosses, so we'll fight quite a few dig doggers there, a few dodongos, the triceratops monsters, and then the boss will be an easy Aquamentus, but we have quite a few, like I said, mini bosses to deal with, so let's get our candle out. Speaking of candles, the item that we'll get in here will be the red candle. That'll allow us to just use the candle as many times as possible, although it's not going to be all that useful for us, because in the next dungeon we'll get a book which will turn the magic spell into a fire shooting thing. So there's a secret in the tip of the nose. That refers to this dungeon map. They say this dungeon kind of looks like a demon head. I kind of think it looks kind of like a lizard, but it doesn't matter. The point is it has a nose, and in the nose there's a secret passageway, so that's our little clue. These Stalfoses here, they're good for dropping money, and one of them is also good for dropping the compass. So now we can kind of see where the, well, now we'll see where the Triforce is located, but we won't necessarily see exactly what room it is because we still need to get the map. So let's take out these Goliaths here, finish them off, and we can bomb back to the entrance. Like I said, this is a big dungeon, a lot of rooms in it, but a lot of them you don't necessarily have to go into, so yeah, all those rooms on the right that we went to, we didn't have to go into, but we need to get that 100 rupees, because a little bit later we're going to have that room where we're going to get the new bomb bag, so you got some keys, stay away from the traps, and get some more bombs. We'll need to use those bombs to defeat all the dodongos coming up, so took care of that rope. Dope. And unfortunately, it looks like we ain't getting our 100 rupees right now. So yeah, because the room right to the north is where we get our bomb bag. So we're gonna hope these guys maybe drop some rupees. So we don't want to use that trick to make them drop bombs. So what we're going to do is we're just going to feed them the normal 2 bombs normally. And hopefully they drop some stuff. Oh, we got 5. That appeared at the end of defeating. Unfortunately, those guys are one of the few mini-bosses that will reappear. So if we come back to that room much later, after we pass through a certain number of rooms, they will respawn. So hopefully we don't have to go through too many more rooms to get the rupees that we need. Another one of these guys again. Quite a few of them serve as mini bosses in this dungeon. Now we got our first splitter one, and unfortunately we got hit and it pushed us over here into this room. See if we can get some rupees from these guys. Oh, we got a 5, only 2 more to go. Another key. So we're gonna have to blow our recorder again to make this guy split. And he splits into 2, so into 3, I mean. I was gonna say 2. 2 is in the sense of how many sword hits you have to hit him with, or bomb hits. So, alright, we got 100th rupee there, so let's head back and pick up our bomb bag upgrade. So hopefully none of these enemies respawned. Or hopefully the dongos didn't respawn. Those are the ones I really care about. So let's see. Alright, well they didn't respawn, and luckily I guess we didn't have to worry about them anyway because we have a key door instead. So here we go. I bet you'd like to have more bombs. Absolutely. And we're back up to 16. Woohoo! And one room short of having them respawn, but we'll ignore them. Because they're not going to drop anything. They're just going to take a bunch of time to defeat, so... We want to start working on collecting more rupees. We want to have at least 60, because we're going to have to use our meat in this dungeon, so... We got a Hungry Goriah room coming up here. They're going to be much more prevalent in the second quest, but we do get one right here, the first and only one in this quest. So he's grumbling, like I guess your clue is that he's hungry, his stomach is grumbling. So we give him some food, and he lets us pass. So, boink. Oh man, what an annoying room. All the bubbles on the side, hanging out by these Goriahs we want to take out. There we go, come on. Ooh, ooh. Ladder can be finicky at times, so doink. Let's finish this guy off. Woohoo! And we got a secret room up here. Kind of makes wait, yeah, so I don't know, maybe it kind of looks like they say it's a demon head, but almost looks like the snake head from but from the opposite side of what was it, level 5? It looked like the snake. So, but oh well. We're just gonna go what they officially call it, so take out those guys, get some more rupees. And we're gonna see something here. There's the red candle is gonna be in the eye of the face there. That's gonna be a common thing, especially in level 9, that the eyes tend to have a secret. So usually a secret entrance or secret room. So if you ever in a thing that looks like an animal or a creature, and there's an eye, yeah, you can probably bet it's probably a secret room. So let's take out these Goriahs. And place our bomb down over here and go into the eye. And this is, like I said, the room where we're going to find the red candle. So, like I said, not a very particularly useful item because it's going to soon be obsoleted by the wand book combo that we get in the next dungeon. So we already have the wand, but what the book does is if you shoot the wand now, normally it just shoots a normal spell like the whiz robes. And then when it hits something, it'll just stop. When you get the book, if the magic spell hits something, whenever it hits that thing, it'll produce a flame, similar to the candle flame. And that could be used for extra damage. There's going to be an enemy, a Landmola, it's like a worm type enemy, in level 9 that the wand and fire combo is really effective against, because they like to sit in fire, and even though fire doesn't do much damage, it does as much as a wooden sword strike. The fact that the worms tend to sit in it makes it very effective. So speaking of worms, we have these worms here. These ones are called mold worms. So I guess they're moldy because they move really slow. So they gather moss, like turtles. We have a bunch of turtles around the one reservoir where I sometimes take my dog hiking, and there's a lot of turtles there, and some of the turtles have moss on their shells because I guess they don't move too much, or they move so slow that the moss kind of grows on them. So, oh, they can also happen with sloths. So, the slow-moving sloth. All right, we're almost at the nose, and we were told, remember, there's a secret in the tip of the nose. Oh, we got the... See right there, we didn't even have to feed those guys a bomb. They just walked into the smoke, and it stunned them, so... Yeah, if you're good with bomb placement, yeah, you don't even have to worry about using 2 bombs to stun them. You can get away with just using 1. So the wand is going to come in really handy, and there's going to be a lot of these rooms like this, where there's going to be bubbles, and there's going to be wall masters. Wall masters, as we've seen from level 1, if you touch them, they will take you all the way back to the beginning. And I shouldn't have picked up that clock, because now no more wall monsters will spawn. So I'm just going to have to exit the room, re-enter the room, and then finish off the remaining wall masters. So, and it's only just 1, so Finish it off, push this block, secrets in the nose. And this is going to put us right on path to where the Triforce is. So, just a few more rooms. Clear out this room and then just bomb over to the right. And we got our refight from level 1, the Aquamentus. So, he's going to go down real easy with the magical sword. So, I think 2 hits takes him down. And the magic shield blocks his attacks. He's like basically the only boss that you can block their fireballs with a magical shield. And with that, we've picked up our 7th Triforce piece. Woohoo! And the 7th dungeon was here in the Lost Woods, in the Brown Woods. And now the final piece of the Triforce, the 8th, is going to be in the other woods, the Green Woods. So, now one thing we knew the whistle. And what the whistle will do is the whistle will take us to different dungeons depending on the way we face. So it'll take us initially to dungeon 1. Then if we face to the right, it'll take us to dungeon 2. If you face left, it goes minus a dungeon. So if I turned to the left and blew the whistle, it would take me to dungeon 1. But we start, like I said, at level 1, so all I had to do was turn right, blow the whistle. It takes me to dungeon number 2. The entrance to dungeon number 2, which is very near where the entrance to dungeon number 8 is. We burn this little bush here, and we can just head on in to level 8. So, this dungeon is kind of going to be reminiscent of level 5. There's going to be a lot of blue iron knuckles, Pole's voices, and the Gibdos enemies. So, take out this easy room here. Quite a few dark rooms like in level 5 as well, too. And we also got a few mini-bosses, manhandler mini-bosses, so let's take it out. Luckily now, with the magical sword, we can take out the heads with the sword strike. You can take out the heads with the sword strike, even with the wooden sword, but it takes 4 hits, and then 2 with the white sword, and then 1 with the magical sword, so you really don't want to fight them just using your sword. You'd rather just use your bombs, but in this case, since we have the magical sword, if we hit them and we basically destroy most of their heads, like 3 of their heads, you might just, rather than waste another bomb because it'll be moving really fast, you might just want to just use the sword to finish it off, so. And then we have the book. Now, if we use our magic wand, like I said, when the magic wand hits something, it'll cause a little bit of a fire, so we can use it to light up rooms. The red candle, I guess, could still be useful if you're like trying to precisely burn down a specific bush, like the entrance to level 8 here. But we don't have to worry about that. So let's take out this mini boss here. Boink! There we go. Get some more rupees. And now to make the blue iron knuckles even harder, now they're going to be in rooms with these fish statues that shoot fireballs. The fireballs we can block with our magic shield, but a lot of times we're going to be more worried about avoiding the dark nuts than we are the fireball. So yeah, if you have the choice to get hit by a fireball or a dark nut, take the fireball. The dark nuts do 1 heart of damage. The fireballs only do half. So yeah, you want to take a hit by the fireball rather than the dark nut if you have a choice. Here's some Pole's voices. Weak to the arrow. Boink! Take them out, and we got the compass. And what does this room look like? Oh, just a little room with a little tile of water in it. 1 more guy to take out. Finish him off. Woohoo! He got us a fairy. That's one of the good things, I guess. They drop bombs and fairies regularly, so we can tend to gain life back from them. So finish off the bats. Gibdos ain't hard. And then the Pole's voice we can take out with our bow and arrow. Plunk! And we're going to want to keep on our bow and arrow because we've got another Goma enemy coming up soon. Oh, a blue one, actually. Unlike the orange one or the red one in level 6, the boss. The blue one's a little bit tougher, and it's actually going to take 3 hits with the arrow to defeat. Hopefully we can get a hit off as soon as we enter the room. So we just head in and try to spam the attack button. Oh, and he's really nice. He's walking up and down. Managed to get 2 hits off on him there, so. I wonder if I didn't get hit there, if I might have been able to get the 3rd one off, so. But, well, doesn't matter. We took him out. And what's our reward? We get a useless clue. Well, useless if you've never played the game before. If you've played the game before. Spectacle Rock is the entrance to death. And that's going to be our clue as to where level 9 is, so. Now, if you have the map that came with the game, there's an area called Death Mountain. And that was kind of the mountainous area that we went to, where I said that there's not really much to do there, where the letter is in the 2nd quest, and level 9 is. That's Death Mountain, so makes sense that Spectacle Rock is going to be, it's the entrance to death, it's going to be where, named Death Mountain, so. Now here's the bunch of these guys. We want to take out some of them, but we don't want to defeat all of them. We're going to want to eventually go to the room off to the right. That's the way to go deeper into the dungeon. We want to head up to the north, though, first, because this dungeon actually has 2 items in it. We had the book item earlier, and now we're going to head up this way and get the 2nd item. You got the map here, and yep, this dungeon is called the Lion, because it kind of looks like a lion there. And of course we have a secret room in the eye. We can pick up some more rupees, and hey, we got our max, we got our 60 rupees that we're going to need to buy the meat again, so. Take care of some Pole's voices. Got some bombs. And we'll keep our arrows out because we have another blue Goma enemy coming up here. So, we'll take him out as we did the earlier one earlier. Ooh. Just avoid. Try to pay attention to which one is his fireballs and which ones are the statue fireballs. Statue ones we can block. His fireballs, no. Just open your eye. Ooh. This guy's a little bit harder because we entered from the wrong side. But, alright, we took him down. And we just have another empty room kind of up here. Take out these guys. Like I say, you don't really have to bother seeing a lot of these rooms, but I'm doing them just for completionist sake. You know, satisfies my OCD, my obsessive compulsive disorder. And we finish these guys off, and this is going to take us to our 2nd item. So, it's going to be, well, I might as well spoil it here now. It's going to be the magical key. And appropriately, it's in the lion dungeon because the key is going to look like a lion's head. Now, right now we have 2 keys. If you notice next to the key, it's a key times 2. When we get this key, what's going to do, the thing is going to turn into an A. So, that means that it's never going to run out. So, maybe A for always there? I don't know. I don't exactly know what the A stands for. I'll just say always there because that A will always be there. And yeah, we'll never have to worry about picking up keys again. So, yep. Now, since we've only left one of these guys out, we don't have to deal with all his buddies. Now, I just wanted to show off there. You can actually defeat them with the wand. The spell won't hurt them, but the tip of the wand actually will. The tip of the wand does as much damage as the white sword, so when people do swordless runs of this game, you want to get the wand to deal with those type of enemies, like the Dark Knight enemies, so your wand will basically become your major form of attack in swordless runs. So we're running a little long here in this episode, but no real good stopping point here, because we're almost at the end. So we got a room full of a whole bunch of Pole's voices here. We don't need that key, but I'll pick it up anyway. Said completes. So north there, that is our boss room to the north there. But we got 2 rooms over here to the left that we can take care of, and we'll just approach the boss from the right rather than the south. More keys. I guess the game gives you enough keys that if you do forget to pick up the magical key, you can still make it through Dungeon 9. So, And this guy's going to give us a clue about bombs. 10th enemy has the bomb. Yeah, apparently if you, apparently they said that if you, defeat 9 enemies without getting hit, and then you defeat an enemy that can drop a bomb, as the 10th enemy, it'll give you a bomb, so. And we have a 4-headed Gleeok now, but he falls easily to our magical sword. And with that, we get our 8th piece of the Triforce. We have successfully completed the Triforce and fulfilled half of our mission to restore the Triforce of Wisdom. But what about the other half? Saving Princess Zelda. Well, we'll have to wait to do that until our next episode. Take care, minions. Bye!